Here we are, part 2 of my series, Lessons Learned, and what I learned in making this little market tote. I used the pattern by Annie's Attic, and number 1, I learned a new way to put together kind of an edge down here. Like on my puff quilt, it was I had to kind of facility manipulate my puff quilt to finish, but this one, I just love how this bag taught me how to box the edges and give a bag so much structure. Next thing that I tried that I haven't done before is I typically when I quilt, I stitch in the ditch. I go right between the seam and stitch through there, and it's worked for me. I haven't always liked it, but I do it, you know, because that's what I learned. Well, I used my my seam guide to give me a 1/4 inch stitch on the inside, and I just love the texture of each little square that it had. So that was something that was new for me, and I really love how it just adds to the texture and the design of the bag. This was my first time to put a label on a bag, and my math was off. So you can see I put it on the lining before I put it in the bag, and so for the next bag I need to figure out a different method for that because it kind of drives me crazy, but it's there and I'm not taking it off. So I need to figure out a better process for deciding where my label needs to go. The thing that I learned on this bag was when I turned her inside out, I rolled the lining up against the top to give it so that you would see it on the top here, and I think just gives it some really cute little coordinating color to tie everything together and not like totally roll back to where you just see, you know, the pattern pieces at the top. Like I think it just finishes it off really nicely, so I'll continue to do that. In my next bag, I'm gonna play with a decorative stitch to do the top stitch. Like my machine can do like it looks like some leaves or some spinnies or swirlies or something like that, so I'm gonna try that in my next bag. They'll do the overlapping of liner but use a decorative stitch and see if that just adds any more pizzazz to it. Next thing I learned was the handles. I'm not quite sure I attached them the way that they're supposed to go. They come up like this and it puts all the weight of the bag, all the force right there. I kind of want to learn, how do you get the bag to be like the stitch here? Do I just go back over do I just go back through it and attach it to the bag that way? I'm not really sure. The directions in the pattern didn't say that, but I'm still trying to figure out the best way to put the handles on a tote like this. I rushed at the end. I got so excited to see how cute she was when she was finished that I backstitched and top stitched before I realized that I had messed up the handles and I didn't really love them. So I will learn that lesson for my next bag and my next projects. I just need to slow down. I need to turn it right side out, make sure everything is the way that I like it before I get to backstitching and top stitching. Taking this bag and seeing how cute it is, and then knowing that my next one I'm going to use 5-inch blocks. I already had these 4-inch blocks cut out from another project that I kind of got overwhelmed with, so I just decided to use them up. But I'm going to do 5-inch blocks, so the bag will be bigger. And but with one of them, I think I'm going to try. This just has cotton batting and muslin on the inside of it. I think I'm going to try one with my fusible fleece and see if I like the structure that it provides the bag, because this bag is very collapsible, portable type of thing. But if I put the fusible fleece on it, it will be more structured and stand more open on its own. So that's an iteration. And then I'm also going to try a bag in polyester and see how that sews and how it holds up. If you share in any of these lessons that I learned, please give me a comment below. I'd love to learn from any of the lessons that you've learned on your current projects because the learning curve is huge. You know what you're working on. I'd love to connect.